Hello and welcome everyone. Today, me Shruti and my team members are going to present on the topic outdoor advertising. Next slide. These are some points that we are going to discuss in our today's presentation. Next slide. History and evolution of outdoor advertising. Next slide. The very beginning. The first known billboard was in ancient Egypt. We could say it all really started in early 1790s when lithography, a method of printing using oil and water, was invented, making the creation of posters possible. From then on, posters gradually increased in popularity and started to be used in locations where pedestrians' traffic was high. 1830, out of home advertising was born. The first billboard is typically traced to the early 1800s, when advertising legend Jard Bell realized that a large-scale poster was the best way to promote the circus, larger-than-life attractions to the people of New York. Due to Bell's brilliance, people packed into the circus like clowns into a tiny car, and the foundation was laid for contemporary outdoor advertising. Outdoor advertising started booming in 2000s as digitalization came into the picture. More recently, in the first decade of 2000s, LED lighted and completely digital billboards became popular. Technology has allowed smart sensor billboards or even billboards that scroll through several images in a minute. 2010 and beyond, unlimited innovations. These days, outdoor advertising is stronger than ever. As technology continues to improve, OOX capabilities continue to expand. Better data collection has opened the door for hyper-targeted digital ads. Brands are utilizing augmented and virtual reality to make a big impact. Marketers are thinking about OOH in new ways, with the mindset that any ad can be effective and any ad can be beautiful if you are creative enough. Next slide, please. The first outdoor advertisement. Next slide. The Coca-Cola sign on the east wall of Young Brothers Pharmacy in downtown Cartsville has been authenticated by the Coca-Cola Company as the first outdoor painted wall advertisement for Coca-Cola. It dates back to 1894 when an industrious Coca-Cola syrup salesman named James Corden put down his order pad and picked up a paintbrush to create the first of its kind sign. This sign received 1990 Georgia Trust Award for Preservation. 25 layers of paint were removed during the restoration to reveal the original sign. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to call upon Bhavika for further explanation.
Thank you, Shruti. My name is Bhavika. Let's see the various forms of outdoor advertising. Next slide. So a billboard is also called as a hoarding, is a large type of advertising structure typically found in high traffic areas. It is designed to capture the attention of the pederasts and the motorists. Next is guerrilla advertising. So guerrilla advertising has a shock factor to engage in this marketing technique. It is a marketing tactic in which the company uses surprise or an unconventional interaction to promote their product or service. Next slide. So the next one is lamppost advertising. A lamppost advertising is one of the most cheapest and most efficient way of advertising your brand and promoting it among masses of people. It helps the advertiser to specifically target their desired geographical area. The next one is point of sale. A point of sale display is one of the most specialized form of sales promotion. It is found near or next to the checkout counter. They are intended to draw the attention of the customers on the product, which may be a new product or may be on some special offers. Next slide. So the next one is transit advertising. A transit advertising is a form of advertising which is placed in or on the modes of public transportation or on public transportation area, such as railway station, bus stops, or parking areas, etc. The next one is street furniture. A street furniture is a fixed street furnitures using various displays. They are often positioned at close to proximity to pedestrians for eye level viewing or at curbside to impact the vehicular traffic. Thank you. And the next slide would be explained by Priyanka.
Thank you, Bhavika. I would be explaining leading ad agencies. Next slide. Next slide. There are many great advertising companies in India. The field of advertisement has been increasing due to great Indian talent. Some old advertisement companies have ruling the market, but the new advertisement company have made their place in competitive environment. Here are some leading ad agencies. First, DDB Mudra. DDB Mudra Group is among the top 10 advertising companies in India. DDB Mudra was founded by Mudra Institution of Communication, Ahmedabad. Its major clients are Volkswagen, Castrol, Future Groups, etc. It has more than two agency networks and more than five specialists in agencies. The company is headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Second, Densu Aegis Network. Densu was founded in the year 2013. The company is made up of 10 global brands, that is Carrot, Densu Media, Isobar, Isoprospect, MKGT, Merkel, Posterscope, and Visionim, supported by multi-market and a specialized brands. Denso is the largest advertising company and fifth largest agency network in terms of worldwide revenue. Next slide. FCB Ulka Advertising Private Limited. FCB Ulka Advertising Private Limited was founded in the year 1961 and it has its headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It is a top 10 advertising company in India. Its line of business is preparing for advertisement and placing the advertisement in a newspaper, television, radio, and other media outlets. Next, Group M Media and India Private Limited. Group M is among the top advertising companies in India. It headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. It has more than 400 companies worldwide. The company are providing advertising and media services to various departments such as media buying, media planning, digital media, customer research, social media marketing, sponsorship, sports marketing, entertainment. Next slide. Havas Worldwide India Private Limited. Havas was incorporated in the year 1995. The company is the Indian arm multinational advertising and public relation headquartered in Paris. Havas. The company operates more than 100 countries and is the largest advertising and communication group worldwide. Last, Madison Communication Private Limited. The agency has headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. They are specialized in marketing, analyzing. The company provides marketing and media service. Other wide range of services include marketing, business planning, deliver audience analysis, media research, and media buying research, film marketing, and celebrity management. Thank you. Next slide will be explained by Rohan.
Thank you, Priyanka. Hello, my name is Rohan Bahadur Singh, and today I am going to explain about the pricing for outdoor advertisement. Before we take a look on pricing for the different types of advertisement, we should know the factors which determines the pricing. So we'll explain the factors step by step. Next slide, please. Um, Beginning with the size of advertisement, which clearly depends on its price. That is, larger the billboard, more the expense, and vice versa. Next is cost based on visibility. The advertising is of no use if it is kept in a place where it is already where it is rarely visible. So the expense of ad also depends on visibility. Like the expense differs when the ad is placed in the crowded area, for example, heavy traffic roads. Third is location-based costing. As we have gone through the point about visibility, the ad expense increases and decreases according to the location. So the advertising price for crowded area like market, station, etc. are more comparatively for the places where people visit rarely. Next is duration, which in outdoor advertising is meant by the time period for which the advertising will be done at that place. For lamppost advertising, transit advertising, or any other advertising, the agency is done. Agency come up with the agreement for on the basis of time, like week or month. So the cost for of the advertising depends on the duration as well. Next is audience. The motive the motive of doing the advertising is to get more right audience for their client, product, or services. So the place where they can get more right audience awareness through the advertising agency, the charges are more for that area for or spending on the type of advertising as the advertising design or creativeness is also important to catch the attention of the audience. Moving on to the pricing rate for different types of advertising. Next slide, please. Uh, The rates may vary on factors we have gone through in the previous slide. So first we'll have a look about to the billboard advertising. The rate of billboard, which is about 15 to 15 by 40 feet, is in Mumbai. In an average, it cost about 70,000 rupees. Next is guerrilla advertising. The price ranges on the basis of extent of advertising one wants to do for their product for their product or services, like prices goes from 1,000 to lakh as well. Next is lamppost advertising. The rate for this type of advertising is highly location based. So the price for this starts from is an average from 6,000 rupees and goes up to 40,000 rupees per month. Next is point of sales advertising. According to the data we are able to collect, the cost of this level of advertising is ranges from 40 to 44,000 rupees. Next is transit media advertising. In media advertising, in which there are many elements like bus stop shelter ads, which ranges from 1,000 to 5,000 per display. And for bus ads, it is 7,000 to for 50,000. Talking about Indian Railway advertising, the prices is about 2,000 to 250 per square feet. And for the next slide, I would like to call Arsalan.
Thank you, Rohan. Now, I would like to talk about the suitability of mediums. Without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, so in the suitability of mediums, if you would see the billboards, the majority of the outdoor campaigns are held by the business that follows the B2C rule. And the major genre of advertisements are mostly done by the new automobile launch or a new housing project or a new movie or a series release. This genre also differs on geographical factors. Now, let's take an example. Navi Mumbai. Navi Mumbai is mostly known for its wide space of for housing society. So as soon as you start entering the territory of Navi Mumbai, you will start seeing big posters and big billboards of the new housing projects that are starting or has already started or is already established. Another example we can take for this is movie releases. Mostly these type of posters of new movie release or the new series release, these type of posters are mostly seen near a theater. The next point is pricing for this medium can be satisfactory. Okay, so the amount of viewership that you are getting on this medium, on this outdoor medium, compared to the price you are paying, is quite satisfactory. As Rohan said in his slide, the prices start from this to this much, depending upon the medium that you are using. So I would say that this it is quite satisfactory because one billboard which is posted, let's take an example, a small billboard takes 30,000 for 3 month contract, and the amount of people that is looking to ad is in huge number. If the billboard is set in a strategic place. Yeah, these are all the points for suitability of media. Now, I would like to continue with the further points. That is benefits and limitations of outdoor advertising. Okay, starting with the benefits, cost effective. As I said in the previous slide, it is one of the it is one of the most, it is not the most, but one of the most cheapest advertising medium. This medium is best for moving population, the population that is always on the move, like driving to home, to work, or to college, anywhere, or walking, jogging. People like those who are always moving to around, they who are not very, like, stuck with their cell phones all the time, who are moving around, exploring new areas, exploring their surroundings. Yeah, so these medium is best for those type of people. Mass seeing, yeah, as I already said in the previous slide again, it is a mass seeing. The majority, the amount of views that you get on just a one single billboard or one single outdoor advert is quite huge. Customizable. Customizable also refers to the point that I said in the previous slide. Like customizable, you would get an amusement park at a billboard, but it has to be uh, related to the theme. Now, an amusement park billboard will be quite colorful and quite joyful with everyone happy faces on it. Property. Property will always include the photo of the tower or the photo of the building that you are going to make, or that is an vision that you have. Now, next point is accepted by consumers. The other mediums, not I'm not talking about the television, all the other mediums like social media and the digital media marketing. These type of mediums, they use their consumers data, they snatch away the consumers information. Like Google says that we want you to accept cookies. So they are hindering with your privacy, and they are giving you the adverts that you want, but it is a concern for some consumers. So, and the billboard advert doesn't do any such kind of thing. It doesn't have a target audience. It might have a target geographical region, but it does not have a target audience. So it is completely safe for privacy issues. Now, talking about the limitations. Limitation, it is difficult to measure. Now, yeah, you might set up a billboard, you might set up an outdoor ad like a transit ad or a lamppost ad, but you cannot measure the impact that it has given to you or to your company. So unless it's a controversial topic, that is something other point only. But it is quite difficult to measure the impact that you are gotten. Uh, uh, Further to this point, the next slide my teammate will be talking about. The next point is limited message. The amount of message, the amount of information given on that small region that is available, it is quite limited. Like you do not get all your questions answered. Next is possibility of vandalism. Yeah, the posters can be torn by some people. It can be drawn around. So there is a huge possibility of vandalism. Glance medium. Now you might invest this much money, but the max amount of attention that these adverts can get is, I would say, max to max 10 to 15 seconds, and that's all. Like it's just a glance medium. You move, you see the ad, and now you're gone. The next point is contact information. Let's say you really like an ad. You are sitting in a bus and a moving BST bus, and you really like an ad, and you would like to and you would like to contact with that owner. And it's a moving bus. You cannot quickly take out your phone and start typing the numbers or the email address that is given. So the taking out the contact information is quite difficult in this advert video. So yeah, that's all from my side. Now I would like to call Amuk for further presentation.
Thank you so much, Arslan. I'll be now explaining metrics for measurement of performance of an outdoor advertising campaign. In the past, out-of-home impressions have been measured by using traffic counts and daily effective circulation in order to estimate the total number of different consumers within a target audience who are exposed to an advertising campaign for a product or a service, which is called reach. Next slide, please. So here are some of the simple ways a company uses to determine if their outdoor advertising campaign has been effective or not. The first is Slogan Analytics. If a brand has used a catchy slogan or a phrase in a recent campaign, they use website analytical tool to see how many times the keywords or the tagline from the slogans have been entered into search engines. The next is hashtag metrics. Company uses a campaign specific hashtag on their campaign and check for its use on different social media platforms. If people start to engage with the hashtag, a company gets an idea of impressions on their advertisement. For example, Coca-Cola once started a campaign, hashtag share a Coke, which went viral on different social media platforms. The next is before and after campaign. If a company is running only one advertising campaign at a single time, this method is very easy to calculate the effectiveness. Companies take a look prior to starting the campaign and once the campaign is over. If they see a significant increase in its sales, reach, and impressions, it's likely due to their advertising campaign. The next is promo codes. Sometimes brands use a promo code to a billboard or flyer, which helps them to measure the impressions. They run a campaign specific promo code for discount voucher or a QR code and run this code only during the period of the campaign, which helps them to keep a track of the people who entered this code. The next is campaign specific URL. Many companies place a campaign specific URL on their advertisements. This URL only appears on outdoor advertisements and they don't use this URL anywhere else. This campaign specific URL redirects all the users to the specific. It is the simplest method of calculating the effectiveness. In this method, a brand usually gives a survey form to its customers during or after the purchase that asks them where and how did they heard about their brand. This is it from our side. Thank you so much.